Hey everyone, this is Don with My Crypto Playground. Thanks for joining me on my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick update on my Pangolin Sunshine and Rainbow single-sided staking position on Flare Network, which launched on Tuesday. So anyway, it was Tuesday, I believe I started this. And just to refresh you, what I did was I started off with, I had 61,285 Flare tokens that I swapped out for 103,892 PFL, or the Pangolin Flare token, which is their governance token on their DEX. So let's see how it's doing. And let me go to, and you can see here, this is just after a few days. It has now accrued, or it's gotten up to 578% APR, and I have earned a total of 1,882 PFL tokens. Now, what does that mean? My strategy for this Pangolin Decks, and before actually I go into it, let me tell you guys, look, none of this is financial advice. I am not recommending the Pangolin Decks. I'm not recommending anything. I'm not telling you guys what to do with your money. All I'm doing is showing you what I'm doing with mine. I just had somebody a couple days ago on Twitter say, hey, I saw this video where you recommended Pangolin, and I'm like, nope, I am not recommending anything. Whatever you guys do, that's on you. If you get wrecked, seriously, that's on you, because if I get wrecked, I am not blaming anybody. So just remember that. All right, let's go back to this. Like I said, I have 1983 PFL tokens, and the whole point of this for me is to see how I swap, or I can create and earn more Flare tokens by using all these DeFi tools in Flare Network. And I've already used Pangolin on Songbird Network, and I've got some experience already on it. So that's why I'm taking this strategy, and I'm taking advantage of the high APR, especially in the early going of the DEX. So I created my own calculator here to help me figure out when the right time to jump in or jump out would be. And this one, in this case, jump out. So as I've shown you guys here, I started off with 103,892 PFL. The APR is 578%. And as you saw, current rewards are at 1985 right now. So let's type in 1985. And based on the APR, I've calculated it where I'll be earning about 1,645 PFL per day. Now that's if this APR stays the same. Now that does go up and down depending on market conditions. So if you add up my initial stake plus what I've earned total, or what I've earned so far, that gives me a total of 105,877 PFL tokens. So now let's see what the swap rate is for PFL to Flare. Now if you go to the Pangolin Decks under swap, as you can see here, what I've done is I will type in 105,877, and it'll give me an estimated price of with the swap fees and everything. So it says here 0.6407 Flare per 1 PFL. So what I'll do is I'll type that number in here, 0.640701, and I've copied this number right here. I'll copy the number that's on. Actually, I'm gonna go dual screen with you guys here real quick, and with my iPhone. Actually, no, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. As you can see here, this number minimum received. So I'm gonna put 67,490 there. Price impact is right here, 1.38. 0.38%. And then liquidity provider fee is 317.6 PFL. And that's what we've got right here, 317. So if we scroll down, what I've got here is if I swap this out to Flare, I would have 67,835. And let's confirm that on the DEX. And that is correct. So right now, if you look at it, if I were to swap out at this current rate at the moment, I would have 67,835 Flare, and then I start off with 61,000. So therefore, I would net 6,550 Flare if I got out today. And I actually created this little formula here to find out, because as of this morning, I was still in the negative, and so I created something here to tell me how many days it would take to break even, but now I'm actually ahead. So that number is not even really useful at the moment, but like I said, prices can tank, and yeah, I could be screwed. So let me just go to one useful tool that I like to use, and I'm actually like to use this Gecko Terminal, and this is where I keep up with what's going on with the Pangolin Flare price. As you can see here, it's going up. And by the way, y'all, I'm not a chart guy, so don't ask me what, I'm just reading what it says. So I'm not doing any kind of price predictions or anything, but as you can see, look at this. So from a few days ago, let me see that. See, I don't even know how to use charts very well. Yep, as you can see here, this thing tanked from 10 cents all the way down to 2.5 cents. And that's when I got in actually a few days ago. And what's cool about Gecko Terminal is it tells you here what's going on with the token as far as how many buys and sells and performance of it here in the last 5, 15, 30 minutes up to 24 hours. And you can see all the buys and sell transactions over here too in the bottom right hand corner. So said that's useful for me, and when using my calculator here, I can see that, hey, this might be a good time to go. And even right now, if I wanted to, I can jump out of this at any time, or anytime right now, and be up 6,500 Flare tokens. And you know what? Now that they actually mentioned that the vote is coming up for FIP01 next week, it might be a good idea for me to slide out of this thing sometime soon, or do I stick around for it? Because I have a feeling that the vote is going to pass whether or not I vote or not. Like I said, I'm going to monitor this kind of closely and see what happens with the price. And look, if a lot of people jump ship and sell their PFLs, obviously I'm going to do the same thing and then buy back in whenever it gets that lower price again, or if it stays the same and nobody really leaves and just keeps compounding and racking up that APR, then I'll stay. So anyway, I'll keep doing some random updates on this position, and then I'll definitely let you guys know when I sell. So see how that goes, and then yeah, hopefully it works out for me and for you too. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.